It's time for another review. Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks once again for tuning in to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at the Green Menace by SooSoo Toys. This is, also obviously known as the Green Goblin. And so I've actually been kind of excited to get this figure. So we're going to jump right into it and take a look and see what we got. So as you can see from the box, there's really not much going on. We really don't have much. I mean, you got the that one image on the front, but that's pretty much it when it comes to the design of the box. And I gotta say, I was excited to get this one because I did have the Fiend, which was the other Green Goblin that was also based more off of the movie Spider-Man. I used to have that one, but I gotta say I was more excited about having this one because I know a lot of people grew up with the movies and whatnot. I liked the movies. I liked it because some of the stuff that was in the movies had never been done before, so I thought that was cool to see. But I honestly didn't really like the Green Goblin too much. I don't know. I just, when it comes to the actor Willem Dafoe, I think he's a really good actor and he has really good expressions in his face. So to cover it up with a mask, I really didn't. I think there was really a lot of potential lost because they just covered up his face in the mask. Even he himself admitted that his favorite scene was when he was looking at himself in the mirror and just doing all the expressions. So I think that is a better thing, and I think this really captures it. This is what I grew up with when I was watching the old cartoons and stuff like that. So I like watching this kind of Green Goblin as opposed to the films. Even you got an expression like that. It's like with this, without the mask, you really see how he is, and so I really enjoy having that as opposed to what we saw in the movie. So we're going to go ahead and get him out. As you can see, this is pretty much everything you get here, but we're going to jump right into it and look into it in more detail. So let's get this first layer of plastic off. Let's see what we have. We're going to take a look at the figure first. I do like it. It has a nice weight to it as far as the figure is concerned. Feels pretty durable. Really durable. So I'll give you a closer look at the at that face. That is a Green Goblin face. That looks absolutely fantastic. I think it's really good. The design of the suit and everything looks really nice. It's very classic style. All the way down to the boots look really nice. There's some nice little tread on the bottom there, but this is the classic look that I remember. So this is more of style of what I want. I'm actually in the process right now of kind of creating my own Sinister Six, and so I was definitely excited to get this guy. So as of right now, I kind of have about 5 of the 6 members. So yeah, we'll matter of fact, we'll probably get them all out later on so you guys can be able to see this and everything. So the one big thing that I know a lot of people had talked about it and still kind of talking about it, and I did hear a little bit when it comes to the different skin tones of the face and everything comparison to the body. I personally agree with this look, simply because this is supposed to be a suit, and therefore it needs to be a slightly different color than the actual skin tone himself, which is the skin tone. And so this makes it more more to how it looked in the comic. Just when it came to certain inks and whatnot, this is how they kind of changed how they did the comics. And so having this, I think this is a lot better, where you have the skin tone and then you have the actual suit itself. So I think that's a pretty good design choice when it comes to that. So then we also have the glider. As you can see, the different design for the glider. This is definitely not the same from the one that was in the film. And like I said, I did have the Fiend that was created by Toys Era. I did have that one. I don't have that figure anymore. However, I still have the glider. because that's what I wanted. I think this is pretty plain looking when it comes to the design of the glider. It does kind of fit with this figure, but personally I think all the intricate detail that was in the Fiend, that glider looks so good. So I'm actually going to see if maybe some kind of way I can use this figure with the other glider. So we'll see how that all works out. But nevertheless, the detail in it I think looks really good. You can see all the detail. It's really all just one solid color. I mean, there's definitely some brushing, whatnot, that's all in that, but it's pretty much just one color, which to me really doesn't have a lot of character to it. The other glider that we did, that the other figure came with, that was definitely, to me, a lot better. So we do have the pouch where you can put the pumpkins in. So I think that looks really good as far as the design of the bag. And also down here we have the pumpkins, which we're going to see if we can get some good shots of these when it comes to photos. It's kind of a little messing with the bag itself, but you can kind of get an idea as far as that. This bag's pretty tight. Let's see if we can maybe get one out. So, oh, here we go. We got it out so you can see just how the pumpkins look in that. So I think that looks pretty good. Nice paint job on it. So yeah, we'll definitely try that out and see how they look on camera. And that's just the first layer. Let's take a look at the other layer and get this stuff out the way. Oh, we got tape. We got tape in the way. Here we go. Get the tape out the way. Okay, so we do have some smoke effects for the glider. So you can see the smoke effects and the flames there, which just kind of just fit down into this spot, and then you attach it to the glider, which we're going to see how that all comes together, how it all looks. But I mean, that's a cool effect for it, which the other glider does not have. Who knows, we might be able to get that together somehow. We'll see how it comes out. But you have more than one for both sides of the glider, so you'll be able to fit that all in there. And then we have the extra hands. He's got hands ready for holding the pumpkins, as you can see the detail in that. And we have some fists as well. So you can see those. And that is pretty much it when it comes to the accessories. They do have this one stand so that you can be able to balance the glider. So we're gonna see how we can incorporate that. And then we also of course have the stand, which SooSoo Toys actually does pretty good when it comes to their stands. I mean, they use the same stand over and over again, but the thing that makes it unique is that each stand actually caters to whichever figure they're releasing. So as you can see, that's the Green Goblin logo on there. And so these kind of things, I really like how they incorporate these. Even though it's the same stand, they still design it in a very unique way. Something that is different from Hot Toys. I mean, Hot Toys kind of generates, sometimes there's areas where they generate the same stand over and over again, and so you kind of get the same thing. It's really generic. You don't really see too much, and the only thing that's different is maybe like the nameplate on there. But for what SooSoo Toys does is really still making the stands unique by giving each one a different design that caters to the figure itself, rather than just kind of like putting a nameplate and that's it. Doing something like this really makes each stand unique. So there we go. That's all we have for the accessories. We do have this one bendable pole that you can be able to have the glider sitting on top. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that. So let's go ahead and let's jump into some photos and see how this guy comes out. I'm actually, let's see how he looks when he has all of my Sinister members that are coming soon. They're slowly coming together. I believe at this point I have like one guy missing, but let's check out and see what we have so far. Okay, so here we have most of my members, and this is my own kind of personal Sinister Six that I'm putting together. As you can also see the height comparison between the two. So we have my Vulture figure, the Mysterio, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and my custom Kraven the Hunter. So this is kind of like what I'd like to create, put together and things. I'm trying to decide whether I want to use an Electro figure or perhaps just kind of do my own Sandman figure to put together with these guys. But as you can see, so far I got the majority of the team put together, and you can just see the height comparisons between the two, which I absolutely love, the fact that I have all these guys at different sizes and not just a straight size all the way across. So this works out really well. But yeah, just so you can see the comparison between all of them, I think this will fit nicely as far as the variety of all of them and everything. So this is pretty good. So let's actually put him on the other glider that we have and see if we can perhaps get him to fit somehow. If not, then it looks like we're stuck with what we got. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. Okay, so here is what I have discovered. When it comes to the glider, I can see, well, I'll show you here. You get a closer look, because this is definitely turning into a project. So you can see there that his feet do fit towards the back, and the only thing that's really restricting him is his front piece here, and there's actually a peg that was designed for the other figure that is restricting him. So that's the only things that need to be changed. But the most important thing is his foot does fit in between the parts for the glider. So we're going to make a few changes, probably make a few cuts here and there just to get the front parts. We're going to be able to get his feet in. But I think that this, to me, is a better design for the glider, which obviously is more towards the film. But I think this is more of an updated, upgraded glider that we can use for the figure as opposed to the other one. Not really knocking this one because again, it looks still a good looking design. And really this is how it looked in the comic and whatnot. This is that kind of glider. But like I said, I think that I would prefer to have something that's a little more intricate, to me just a cool, overall cooler design for the glider as opposed to the other one. So we're going to go ahead and make some changes to this one, and we'll see how it looks when it comes to some photos, and hopefully we'll look pretty cool. So let's jump right into that and get some photos going and see how everything turns out.